soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the Crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was pretty. The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s. Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run onto it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
What's this place?
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast in active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls. I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW, when you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down, I hope it made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, and everything will be the way it used to be. I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long, tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us. Less of us now, and we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only...
It was the metal world.
This isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had. I still try to see you. The life we had. In the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us. When they still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still fighting for is... you. Zero Dawn to turn this around. Whatever the hell that is.
Just one bed. Maybe the war chief's room. Red light. Guess that means no power. scanning objects in this area.
this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations. To know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Get it while I can.
program that automatically placed Obsidian in a solid wall as he walked backwards, perfectly fitting the highway's design. Now, even with Efficiency 5 on a diamond pickaxe, it takes 2.2 seconds to mine 1 block of obsidian, and that's assuming there's no lag. Ren's program places 10 blocks of obsidian per second. So in the time it would take to mine 1 block, 22 of them can be placed automatically. Block placement is set to 1 tick per block with a slight delay in order to prevent the server's anti-cheat from kicking in. This is the first time in the server's history where griefing the obsidian highways is actually easier than repairing them.
It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers.
Take long for others to join Ren in his cause, and soon multiple people were working together to grief the roads. As soon as word got out that the highways were being plugged, the repair groups did what they could to prevent the griefing. One in particular, the IIS, or Independent Interstate Society, began a campaign to directly stop the griefers. Because the
It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers. Just weapons.
active duty. 4 months with the wrecking recalls, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope it made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need... I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments,
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back up. Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
What is this, a
What is
puzzle?
this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how? Got too much already. seen.
What did mommy say just now? Yeah, what did mommy say just now? Oh, go to sleep. Oh, okay.
Should have brought a cart.
Mommy said you have to go to sleep now.
Okay. Let me save the game.
Can't carry more.
What did you say?
Save the game. But first need to check something.
Highways could be filled in so quickly, it took multiple people working at the
That's
same
what
time in
you
order to
did.
undo the damage. This footage is taken from the Philippines YouTube channel, where we see the members of the IIS constantly racing against the clock in order to stop the griefers. The side highways that run parallel to the main highways were expanded to make travel easier. Haste beacons were set
How
up
is
in
he
order to make mining
watching
obsidian
the
even
foot?
faster. But even with the beacons, it still takes 1 second to mine a piece of obsidian with efficiency 5, which is still far slower than Ren's programs were set up in order to make mining obsidian even faster. But even with the beacons, it still takes 1 second to mine a piece of obsidian with efficiency 5, which is still far slower than Ren's program is capable of placing them. So with a method of griefing this simple, how can they truly be
Yeah,
stopped?
look at it. Look what the lines. Look what the line's showing.
Loading.
Hello, loading.
So you still playing?
That means I need to quit right now, right? Alamak.
After speaking to the griefers themselves, they told me that Crystal PvP is the biggest threat, as they have to stop what they are doing and deal with them as they come by. But just in the past
Daddy.
week, the server's admin, Housemaster, has nerfed some of the PvP hacks allowed on the server.
use home
Crystal
based
Aura is
learning.
now much slower and
My
harder to
mother.
kill with.
Your
So taking
mother?
out